Can we get you hot? Can we make your temperature rise? Coach Tanya's in the house. Hi, Coach Tanya.
Hey, Roland.
How are you?
I'm a little warm.
I know y'all. I got a theme song for you. Hold on, I'm playing in the background. It's about Parliament. You know everything's about Parliament.
Yeah.
You know that. It's called Sizzling Mean. Can we get you hot? Okay, I'll get to you later.
Okay.
Anyway, I want to make sure that everybody knows who's in the house. Lionel, roll call.
What's happening?
Ron, you can't speak on the phone right now, Ron, but give us a wave. All right, Ron's here. Folks, Coach Tanya's in the house, and she brought some strays with her. Ladies and gentlemen, without introduction, the big dog is in the house, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Chris Thomas, and he brought somebody with him just in case I start something. He wanted to make sure he had somebody to knock me out, right? You know, so
I brought the champ for real.
I know that's right. So,
ain't no local champ. Ain't no community champ.
All right, so understand.
I brought the champ.
Understand? I'm going cheap. I'm going low. Nothing but low blows. All right, Chris, man. All right, real quick, man. Tell us what's going on, and what do we need to know, and why do we need to know?
Well, of course, you know I love comedy. I love to keep people laughing. This is our final year of Barack Obama, and I brought him along just so you can talk to him for right quick. Chris, thank you so much. As again, the caucus is going on in Iowa. Will Hillary win or Will Sanders? Donald Trump seemed like he got it all wrapped up. Donald Trump said today that his security told him that somebody was in the audience and had some tomatoes to throw at him.
Yeah.
And Donald said, if you see somebody bring out a tomato, I want you to knock the crap out of him. Told the audience. And he said, I'll pay for your legal fees. Wow. So you know Donald's on top of things. And everybody cheered for him. So I'm going to turn it back to Chris. I got to go. I'm back.
Well, he said he paid his legal fees, right?
Don't pay his legal fees. But guess who I have with me?
Tell me about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy saved my life. I can't tell you the complete story. But many years ago, when he was an amateur boxer, amateur champ, we was hanging out, me and another comedian, and they was going to this building and over in Drew Hill Park, and it was freezing rain that night. And I had a rent-a-car from Hertz Rent-A-Car, brand new Lincoln. And I said, I'm gonna stay in here and wait for y'all. I'm gonna wait. He said, no, Chris, you gotta get out, man. Come on upstairs. Make a long story short, when I got back outside, my Lincoln was in the pond.
In the reservoir.
In the reservoir, right?
Reservoir.
A sun paper truck had slid right into it, and I don't swim.
Yeah, it just started snow that night, man. Sun paper truck.
Hold on, I gotta introduce who it is. I got it, ladies and gentlemen, the former middleweight champion of the world. I should have brought him in, Sugar Ray. Sugar, well, let me say something. I was probably supposed to fight this guy. But I ran from him, he ran from me.
And we ran from each other.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to you 12-time Golden Glove boxing champion and middleweight champion. Let's hear it for Percy Harris.
Percy, middleweight's a lot bigger than I thought they were, man.
I'm small.
I thought y'all were.
No, I'm a little small.
Oh, okay, you like heavyweight now.
I'm heavyweight now.
Heavyweight?
Yeah, I'm like 220 now.
Tony, I feel so much better. That joke about middleweight.
Yeah, I was middleweight. Middleweight was 150, 160, 165 as an amateur, as a pro. Now I'm about 225 as a full-grown man.
So, Coach Tanya, you didn't notice I had a brief boxing career in Syracuse. Did you? Yes, I did. At 270, 275. It was real brief. Wow. Yeah, it was real brief. I was trained. It was my post-football life, and a cat like him hit me in the nose, and my nose started bleeding. And I said, you know what? There's no helmet and face mask in this. I don't know over there cracking up. I had quick hit. Hold on. Let me know. Ready? straight jab, right cross, left hook, double up. That's how sharp it was. No, when I threw the punches, he dropped. It's when I stopped
So
throwing
how you
them.
get hit and out?
Because I stopped throwing the punches, I got tired. So, Chris will tell you, I got sleep apnea. So Champ will
All night long.
You know, and I'm going to say it online as I told you before. Every time I see you pass by, man, I tell my, I said, Muhammad, but that's not him. I'm like, you get that all the time.
Everybody say I look like Muhammad Ali, you know, from boxing 20 years, and I sort of have a round nose, round face, you know. Me and Ali about the same complexion. When you box so long, getting hit so many times, it sort of distorts your voice gets a little blurred, your speech gets blurred, and your memory dissipates too from taking blows upside the head.
Oh, is that what happens? I thought that was marriage.
For a minute, he sounded like Sugar Ray, didn't he?
I
thought that was just marriage.
At 29, I knew it was time for me to hang the gloves up.
29.
When Roy won the title from me, 1993, December 93, he hit me with punches I could see, but I couldn't move, I couldn't move. I knew it was time for me to quit.
Now, at what age did you start this crap?
I started boxing at 9, and starting something at 9, by the time I was like 15, 16, 17, 18, I was unbeatable. From starting something at 9, doing it every day of your life, sun up, sun down, boxing. I was programmed to box. I mean, it was a good discipline for me. It kept me abroad. It kept me focused. It took me places that I never thought I would ever go.
Put a couple of dollars in your pocket.
I mean, put a lot of dollars in my pocket. It took good care of me. I invest my money wisely. Right now, I'm still living off the money I made from boxing. I have a tow company. I do good. I live in a $500,000 house in Beach Street, golf course community up in Marlboro. I'm living good. I'm enjoying life.
So you said something I rarely hear. You said that you actually are still living off of some of your boxing money.
Well, yes, I invested my, when I fought Roy, I made about 1.2 in that fight, and of course taxes hit me big. My trainers, and I had about 3,000 family members I never knew I had. They all came from the woodworks. I sort of gave all my family members money, but I guess I wanted to find me a career that I could make some money that I didn't have to work hard. I could hire people, and I looked into touring, and touring it has been since '94. I've been touring.
And I actually met someone I think that was doing some work for you when I first started the show, and he was telling me black-owned touring company right out of Upper Marlboro.
Okay.
Was that you?
That's me.
Man, that's awesome. So now I have a dual role getting you on the show, Black Entrepreneur Touring Company.
And right now, I need 2 people to work right now. Starting salary. If you know experience, $350 a week. With experience, $500 a week.
How young are they able to start?
I mean, from 21 to 65, I can train you.
Do they have to have a CDL?
No, driver's license. No, CDLs for trucks over 26,000 pounds. And very rarely you find them trucks. I have a regular truck. All you need is a regular driver's license. I can train you. Within 2-3 weeks, you can be out there touring.
Okay. Super. And the more is this one of those businesses that the more people? Go ahead.
My company's called Half Price Touring.
Yes. I'm
listed locally. Anybody can call looking for a job. I mean, it's a career.
Half Price Touring.
Half Price Touring.
Somebody always gonna need a tow truck.
Yes.
Something.
I mean,
I needed 2 last week.
But we just had a big snowstorm, and it's like a lot of insurance companies
couldn't keep up.
I'm just recuperating from it now. I had a good
run.
Good run.
Yeah, the guy who told me said he had 135 tows in 3 days.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like that.
And guess what I did?
What you do?
I told him to come over, and I needed some help. But I really told him to come over so he could see my snowblower. I got this one, baby. I got this one.
Man, what you do with a snowblower in Loudoun County, man? Who uses
Going Bowie.
Okay.
I live in Bowie.
Okay.
All right, so let me go back to this real quick. Quick question, Coach Time, before you jump in. Is the towing business one of those businesses where the more people you have working with you, the more you can expand, or is it really just based on I have a truck or I have a couple of trucks and this is as far as I'm going to go? How does it work?
You can really expand because if you look, the average house has 2 cars, and they build cars these days to break down. Like after so many miles, time has to be changed. I mean, the average car is built, really, they build them to break down. After 70, 80,000 miles, you need a timing belt, you need oil change, you need air in the tires, you need all kind of stuff. And the average, a lot of people are single. Some people don't know how to work on cars, a lot of people don't. And come outside, it's freezing cold, car won't start up. Then who you gonna call? You gonna look at the phone book on your phone, call it local store company. And if you look at me, I'm listed from Greenbelt all the way to Capitol Heights. I cover from Greenbelt to Capitol Heights.
Which is really a small geographic area,
yes.
but it's a lot of people.
But a lot of people, a lot of cars within that vicinity. And they keep me busy.
Coach, I know you had something, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna go back to the boxing.
Let's go.
Okay.
So you said you started boxing at age 9.
Started boxing at 9. Let me see. Started boxing at 9. Let me tell you something. Okay, this is a little. I boxed to pass for my father. I never liked boxing. Boxing was something I didn't want to do. Boxing was something I thought was too brutal, too violent, too vicious. But I boxed. By me being a little tall, I'm like 6'3" right now. So at 9, I was tall for my height. It gave me an advantage. With that advantage, it sort of made me a superstar in school, in elementary school. So I continued doing it. By the time I got to high school, I was a real superstar. Winning Golden Gloves, traveling different places. Of course, all boys like women look up to them. Like, you know, women was looking up to me at that time. And as a man, when I turned pro at 20, I turned pro a little too late. I turned pro at 25. Most of my boxing career was sort of behind me. I guess my good days were sort of behind me. But they called me for a fight in Italy in 1992, and I was somebody they didn't really know about. They wanted me to subcontract for a person because the person who was supposed to fight the champ couldn't make it, couldn't do it. So I was ranked 7th in the world, so they called me. I went over there and beat Thomas Tate brains out for that belt. And when I won that belt, it opened my door up to fight Roy. It opened my door up to fight for bigger money. And I went to Vegas. I went to Atlantic City for Roy Jones for the 1.2 million. And win, lose, or draw, I knew I was quitting. If I won, I was gonna quit. If I didn't win, I was gonna quit. So I took that money, invested, bought me a house. I went to Florida for a year, stayed on a boat, just relaxed my mind. And then I came back, bought a tow truck, didn't know what to do with it. Looked around, I picked up people on the highway, told them here, there. And then I called insurance company. When I called insurance company, we don't look back. We don't looking back. I mean, because insurance company, they call you all the time. They keep you so busy. I mean, that's when I made my money with insurance companies.
Now, when I first moved here, I lived in Temple Hills. There used to be a boxing gym behind Artisan Mall, over on Artisan Street, down that way.
Okay. Was it the boxing gym? Yeah, I think I know who owned that gym back in the day.
Yeah. So, like nowadays, if a child wanted to get into that, is there anywhere around here for children to get into boxing?
Yes, it is. It's you have all kind of places to box. You have Two Shop Johnson, the local DC champion. He has a gym. Sponsor kids. You have people in Law, Miami AC, they sponsor kids. You have the Tuttle Brothers in Temple Hill. They sponsor kids right behind Epsom Mall. They're still back there.
Okay.
Yes, it's all kind of people. You have me, you know me, call me. I give you I can direct you anywhere you want to go as far as the boxing world. From California to New York to Maryland. I can direct you.
Okay.
Now, the boxing business, Chris, has taken a hit over the last decade. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's good. It's good. We're good because actually we can hear you.
Okay.
All right. So the boxing business took a hit over the last decade, where its popularity has gone down. Something as very dynamic, I guess, as UFC.
Right.
Has just taken on
full contact.
Okay, so is it because of full contact, or is it because the boxing business just said, no, jump in?
I'm sure he can answer that.
Let me
What
tell you
happened?
what happened was,
Howard Cosell died.
Howard died, but that wasn't what happened. What happened was, most of our champions, most of our heavyweight champions, which is that's the
That was the bread and butter.
That's the bread and butter. Klitschko brothers have them. The Russian have them. They're in Russia now. Americans don't have them. We have Wilder, which is he's a new champion. Or he's about 5 years from really blossoming to become a real full-fledged champion. He needs about 5 more years to really develop, really be hard.
Which is a long time.
Which is a long time, right? But right now, the reason boxing declined was because
America was a leader
we
in
don't
boxing
really-
champions, basically up to smaller weights.
Heavyweight was your division.
Right.
When Ali went down, when all your big fighters went down, it's no real heavyweights out here now in America to bring it back up to par.
You know, and to me, it was sort of similar to what I saw in basketball for a while, from what I saw in the music business, where the individual became bigger than the sport. In other words, we put a lot of time, energy, money into Mike Tyson. And then what happened was you no longer cultivate the industry.
Yes.
You're building this one phenomenon, and the industry is suffering, and you're not developing other people. You're putting people in front of them to create this sensational product that everybody watches, then it's gone, and then once he starts to fade out, you don't have any. You have no other product.
Right. That was the problem. I guess Mike, of course, Mike, apparently he raped somebody or whatever they call it, and that put it
Disappeared for a couple.
No, I did. Now you raped nobody.
That put it dead.
You are lying. Don't lie, Percy.
He was charged. I think he was in jail for
I
it.
might come out of boxing. I might come back to boxing as a referee. So don't.
Okay.
You're lying, Percy. You're lying that you're not raped as a way.
When Mayweather retired, he was so small. Of course, he maintained a big phenomenon. Watching Mayweather, but Mayweather's so tiny. I guess
You can't get the impact.
right. It's heavyweight. So right now, who do we have right now?
Right, De La Hoya couldn't do it. Hopkins was the closest.
Well, let's talk about Hopkins now.
Let's talk about it.
I fought Hopkins. Okay.
Right.
I fought Hopkins. I was 8-0 with 6 knockouts when I fought Hopkins. Hopkins was about, at that time, he had about 3 fights and 1 loss at that time. I beat Hopkins. I fought Hopkins in Philly. They gave Hopkins a fight. Now that's why, I beat Hopkins round and round. And Roy beat me. Roy beat me from round 1 to round 4. And I beat Hopkins from round 1 to round 6.
So then you also have this problem with how
Judge.
the business moves along based on judging. So
yeah, the judging sometimes, I'm sure any American can look at a fight and really look at one person hitting another person and not get hit back, or one person outscoring the person, and the person
you believe the judges are your lying eyes.
Right, and that happens a lot.
So
that happens a lot.
Yeah, so of course Tanya is you can see that, right?
Right. So we have those kind of problems. So I'm just thinking that right now in America, boxing's on the decline.
Right.
How do we get it back up? We need younger fighters.
You also need your own media.
Yes.
And that hasn't been done very well for me. Calling. And we'll take it in 1 second. You need your own media as well. Something that pushes it. And you got the internet now. And we'll talk about that a little bit. I have a caller calling in. You're on the ROLAND GRIMES Show live. Talk to me. Who's calling?
My name is Ms. Vino, and I have a question for Percy Harris.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so my question is, what was your what in your entire career, what was your highest high and the lowest low?
Well, my lowest low was fighting Roy Jones on HBO when I got beat real bad from round 1 to round 4. That was my lowest low. My highest high was, I guess, when I won my title in Italy a year before I fought Roy. Because when I won the title, I was like, every football player play football to win the national title, to win Super Bowl. Every boxer boxed to win the world title. So I guess winning the world title was my highest high. I thank you for calling and asking me that.
Oh, no problem. We still love you, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
Ms. Vino, thanks for calling, Ms. Vino. I appreciate it. Stay tuned.
No problem.
All right now. Now, you have some projects. We're going to wrap up in a couple minutes because Lionel's got to go pay some bills. You have some projects coming up we need to know about, Chris?
Oh yeah, you came to the last spot we did,
Yes.
the comedy show, and you seen how many people. You
Yes.
had to turn away people. 2 shows. So I moved to a new spot. It's in Fortini's in Atlanta, Maryland, right off of 202. For those of you who are national, this is it's a DMV thing. And we're having hamburgers, celebrate Black History Month. I say that, but everybody is welcome. If you watch Family Guy not too long ago, they did a spoof on hamburger. I mean, it was crazy. I mean, not just say hamburger, they said its entire full name. So I have
Alonzo Hamburger Jones.
Alon's Hamburger Jones. Peter Griffin said his partner on the cartoon. Also, we got, backed by popular demand, Timmy Hall, the police officer who's on the Donnie Central show.
He's sick with it.
We got Laughing Lenny, and of course yours truly, and it's the same deal, but now it's gonna be better food. And we ain't gonna run out of food. In fact, the gentleman who catered the food, his restaurant is right across.
He's advertising on here, but
Oh, really?
All right, leave it alone. Leave it alone.
I had to go over there and told him.
Stay right there.
Oh yeah, I did. I have to go over there and tell him.
Really? That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
No, we were gonna kill him. So I'm glad you told me.
Yeah.
You know, not literally. I guess I should say that.
So I sent you some tickets, some text tickets to your phone, and all they got to do is, if they want to just go Comedy Corner DMV.eventbrite.com. It's only $10 for the food. And we have 2 shows at 7:30 and 10:30, and that's Saturday. The Russell Simmons Def Comedy Jam, special edition.
Okay, so we're gonna take that clip and we're gonna put that out on the air tomorrow.
Okay.
So we can run it and you can share it with all your friends, etc. Is Percy involved with that project at all with you?
No, you guys, this is something special. Inside of this restaurant, they have a little bar in the back that has never been opened. So I brought Percy and his wife into the place the other day and talked to the owner. And we was talking about, I said, Percy, this would be perfect. They was talking about, we could talk about businesses. I said, this would be perfect to start off, just like he was talking about his tow truck. Start it off here, and then just find out all the ins and outs. You got a place you can put 2 or 3 TVs. They hold around about 50 to 60 people. WBGR can come in there on a regular basis and do the show live. I ain't talking about for young people.
Yeah.
I'm talking about for grown and sexy.
That's right.
Oh, you just mentioned me.
That's right.
You knew that was coming, Linda.
And I gave him a name. I want him to call it the Final Round Sports Cafe. But he came up with another name. What did you?
Don't tell it, because somebody gonna copyright
Okay.
it. Hold it. So before you tell that name, call my attorney if you need to.
It's already trademarked.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what is it?
It's already trademarked.
Good.
It's called the Final Round Sports Bar, but they gonna come up with another one.
And then they're gonna trademark that before they
Right.
tell it. All right. So final round is trademark. All right, folks. you
Final
see-
round.
Am I getting better, Linda? You see me handling that business?
Awesome.
I wouldn't like that beforehand.
Let him say it.
I would have let him say it, and then I would have trademarked it myself. All right, folks, look, Rob's in the house, Linda's in the house, Ron's in the house, Lionel, Coach Tanya, Chris, and Percy. If you don't mind, I'd like to have them back.
Anytime. In
and-
fact, he lives around. He's not too far.
Yeah, no,
We hang out all the time.
Lionel, I have a small request. And you and Ron can work this one out. If possible, if we can get some kind of poster board where some of these folks come in and they can leave their John Hancock somewhere in your establishment, man, that would be great.
Yeah.
We can take a picture of them, autograph them, let them know that they were here,
Yeah.
and then that becomes part of our national
I was gonna
treasure.
make that wall.
And what I'm gonna do.
Great.
Oh, a signature wall.
And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have Riddick Bowe.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Riddick Bowe call in. In fact, I'm trying to build a reality show around Bowe. But Bowe has so much money.
Yeah.
I want to do a reality show saying what happened to Bowe.
Bo knows what happened to Bo. All right, folks. Well, if you do a show around him, you know who can produce the show for him, right, Ron? All right, folks. We're going to leave. We hate to leave you, but we got to win. So, as my father would say, if I don't see you or if I don't saw you, then I wrote you. All right, Coach Tanya's gonna say goodbye to everybody tonight, and I'm gonna disappear until next week. And Lionel will tell me when we're coming back next week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we don't know when yet.
Okay.
We'll find out.
Well, thank you for tuning in. I apologize for being late. Well, I'm not gonna say same time, same place, because we don't know what time, but it will be the same place.
That's right.
Alrighty.
And this is Muhammad Ali. I want to say to everybody in the world.
Man, let's get out of here.